You're listening to Behind the Bulldogs, brought to you by Ferris State Athletics.
Off the left side, to the end zone! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
If I'm even having like a bad day on the course or something, I just look down at it and just feel like thankful that I'm able to be out there.
Making sure that we're like where our feet are and we're not thinking about outside distractions.
Welcome into Behind the Bulldogs. How's it going, everybody? Brandon Worth and Tatum Outlaw here with you. We got a great episode on deck, and Tatum, we're going back to our roots with a staff member on today's show. Very exciting.
Yeah, I think I like the staff member episodes. I feel like it's always a little bit of a change of pace, but I do think it's really important it's almost like giving back. Like, I think when you understand what people are doing, like around, and like you see people, you're not sure what they're doing, but once you know like what their responsibilities are, I feel like you get more respect for that person and you appreciate them more. So I always love episodes like this.
Absolutely. So we'll get to hear from Joey here in our interview in just a moment, but first we will recap Ferris State sports. What happened this past week? Not necessarily the most loaded week of sports for sure, but still had some teams competing, and of course Tatum, in your neck of the woods, Crimson and Gold scrimmage for volleyball. Yes. A whole new team. We got a first look, and very exciting stuff. And first of all, just getting everybody back together, I'm sure was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, I've been seeing what the girls have been working on because I pop in to practice and help and coach sometimes, but it was cool to just kind of display that for everyone to see. And there was a lot of like young players that people really haven't gotten to see out on the court. So it was just a great day. It was super fun, super competitive. And yeah, there'll be one more chance, not to jump ahead, but we do have an alumni scrimmage coming up as well. So yeah.
For sure. We'll talk about that later on in the episode, so stay tuned for those details. Ferris State tennis as well in action against Davenport and Grand Valley. Get the sweep against Davenport. Women take the 5-2. Men's a 7-0 sweep. Women's fall to Grand Valley 7-0, but the men take down the Lakers 5-2. Very big win for Coach Doran's group, and I believe actually as well, congrats to Coach Doran. Win number 100 with the men's program against, I believe, Grand Valley. It might have been Davenport. I might have flipped those around, but regardless, he's at 100 career wins with the Bulldogs men's tennis program, and that is something that should be celebrated.
I mean, 100 wins is always sweet, but then getting your 100th one just down the road, whatever team it is, I mean, I feel like that's even sweeter. So congrats to them. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And Kevin Kovacs as well with his effort over the weekend. GLIAC Tennis Player of the Week. Now it's the third time?
Well deserved. Yeah.
Third time this year already. I mean, this guy is absolutely balling. So maybe we'll get him in the chair. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. Talking about softball as well. They were in action. They got a sweep in Hammond against Purdue Northwest, 7-1, and a very tight comeback from Northwest and the Pride. But Bulldogs get the win 6-5. They pull off the sweep. Unfortunately, Grand Valley too hot to handle. A couple defensive mistakes early in each of those games. They fall 7-4 and 6-0 to the Lakers. A very good Laker team. So for Coach Schumann's squad, they're continuing to win, but they're getting some of these really momentum series right now where they're dominating in one half against one opponent, and then later on have unfortunately kind of saw a little bit of a dip and given up 2 wins that I'm sure Coach Schumann and all of those players agree they could beat Grand Valley.
Yeah, and I mean, I said this, I think like the last couple episodes, but I do think they're such a competitive squad, and I think as they're kind of slowly approaching like the second half of their season, I think you're going to see a little bit more consistency there, and that's all we can hope for. So
yeah, absolutely. There's still a long way to go for all of our
spring. Long way to go, but second half.
Yeah, it's going to go by really fast just because obviously the semester is winding down. I mean, people are starting to talk about final exams. Scary stuff. But track also was in action. They had some split squad matchups going on over in Jim Vargo Invite in Louisville, Kentucky. One of my favorite actual tracks. It's a really nice little place there. Overall, some notables. Whitney Farrell won the steeplechase with a D2 National Provisional qualifying time. Congrats to Whitney. Certainly hard work, well-deserved. Sadie Larson, third in the 100 hurdles. Lizzie Haynes also finishes in fourth. Haynes was also third in the 400 hurdles with a time of 106. Abby Griffith, fifth in the 800. Congrats to her. Jessica Durkee at 1,500 meters at a 4.47. Very good overall. And quite a few. You can read them all online. Talk about some of the men's as well. Trevor Smith won the 200 meters at a 21.66. Congrats to Trevor. Lucas Sefferlin had a dominant indoor season. Continues now in the 400 with a 4.93 in his opener. Jared Watchorn as well, finishing fourth in the 800. Emmett Johnson, seventh in the 5K. And the 4x4 took second place. So if you want all of those, you can go online, ferrisstatebulldogs.com for the whole breakdown and all the results. But track, quick, fast, and a hurry is underway in the outdoor season.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
A lot of good stuff, though.
That was a lot of stamina that I need just to say, and they're the ones doing the running.
A lot of good stuff. I think we got to have some more runners on.
Yes. If you missed last week's episode, go watch it. That's all I'm going to say about that. Got to talk to some track elites with Aaron and Jose. And if you love entertainment, we were talking in this past episode, got in the conversation of Tim Bob. So that's all you need to know. You can go watch it.
The conversation comes up periodically.
Yes. Entertainment at its finest, to say the least. Also, as well, golf teams finishing up in Indianapolis. Men's finish in second, women's in third. So congrats to Coach Stark's team. We are planning on getting them on the show. We've heard we want golf on the show. We're working on it. Their schedule is obviously
it's everywhere but here.
Yeah, everybody but here. They're out competing right now. They're in their competitive mindset. We'll catch them as they come back. So be on the lookout for that. And before as we all get into the interview, big shout out as well. I saw this online. I'm glad that we got to say thank you to all the trainers that make everything possible. It was National Athletic Trainer Month this past month. So shout out to all of our training staff downstairs. And we've actually tried to get them on the show before, but they're so hard at work that there is just not as much time. So kudos to them on especially all their hard work.
Yeah, definitely. I just echo that. And I think they do so much more than what the job requires of them. Sometimes it's just bringing us snacks and doing all the other little things that aren't even part of what they are supposed to be doing. So I echo that. We appreciate you guys so much.
Absolutely. So with that, we will head into the interview room with a great friend from Ferris State Athletics, Joey Stout. Now joining us here in the interview room, it's a great friend of ours from Ferris State Compliance in Athletics. It's Joey Stout joining us. Joey, welcome to the show.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you on and getting some staff members on the show. And just in brief synopsis, Joey's a pivotal part in the athletic department in terms of the student athlete success. So, Joey, if you could give a Cliff Notes 60-second summary on what it is that you do, what would you say?
Yeah, so for student athlete success, for freshmen and sophomores, it looks like getting them prepared for college, make sure they know what they're doing, they have the tools to be successful while they're here. And then for juniors and seniors, it's getting them prepared for life outside of college, life after sport, getting them ready for a career and how to translate like your skills as an athlete into your skills in your career. And then the compliance side of that is rules, a lot of them. And then, getting people certified for competition, making sure practices look like they're supposed to, all that fun jazz.
All that fun jazz, indeed.
That is a lot. You wear a lot of hats at this position. We appreciate it. Give us your background with sports and how you got here and what made you want to work in this department?
Yeah, for sure. So when I first came to college, actually, I wanted to go into nursing. And then took one class, instantly passed out and realized that wasn't for me.
Oh boy.
So me and my best friend took like a career planning course at the time. And like the second day I found sports communication and like it explained all the different careers you can have. I was like, yeah, that's me. That's what I want to do. And then that turned into an internship with Ferris and I was doing game day operations, which wasn't like as social as I wanted to be. Like I wanted more of a relationship with the student athletes and be able to help them. But it gave me great experience. That was with Wes Brennan, who was an amazing mentor.
Shout out.
And then from there, applied to 100 jobs out of college. Couldn't find a thing. Granted, my eyes were set a little too high. I was trying to be in the NBA. That didn't work. So then bartended for a year just while I was looking. And then happened to be that my now boss's mom was my boss there. So she came and asked if I wanted to work for Ferris. And I've just been moving up the ladder ever since.
Wonderful, indeed. And for those that don't know, Joey and I actually studied together in the MBA program, and you are a big numbers guy. So you get to work with numbers quite a bit in this day job.
I do, sadly.
Say sadly.
Yeah, the numbers are always there. A coach will ask a question. I'll be like, yeah, that's bylaw 16.1.1.3.2. Let me pull it up on page 278 for you real quick.
And they're like, what in the world did you just garble out?
Yeah, I don't know how the brain remembers that, but it does. So
yeah, absolutely.
You're like gifted.
Yeah. When it comes to the thing that you love most about your job, especially working in a sports environment, what would you say is the number one thing?
The relationships with student athletes and being able to like gain their trust and like them know that I'm there to help them. So like on a random Wednesday when someone comes up to me with like a big issue and like they trusted me to help them through that means a lot. And that's what I'm here for.
Wonderful.
So yeah, what's like one part of the job that like you maybe weren't prepared for, but it's like something you do, if that makes sense? Like something like a random little thing here and there. You're like, oh yeah, and I also do this. Is there anything like that?
Oh, a lot of them. I'll go with Kara logs. That's like monitoring every practice, every lift, every skill session, every film session that happens throughout the week. And you have to know like how many hours are allowed in each segment. And then also like monitor through the week, make sure like nothing's being missed. No one's going over their hours, especially with dual sport athletes. Like you don't get more because of it. And I just wasn't prepared for like the intricacies that come with that on just like an easy week to week calendar.
Yeah, for sure. When it comes to the actual job day to day, you're obviously a lot of times behind the scenes at a desk, but you also get to enjoy the game day experiences. How much do you love in that part of the job too?
Oh, I love it. That's, again, the whole reason I got into sports is that sports is my life. When I get home, I watch baseball, football, basketball. So being able to go to the games after work and then know each and every athlete that's participating like on a personal basis just makes the game that much more fun.
Is there a favorite game that you have stowed up there?
Probably
a lot to choose from.
Probably the first natty for football that I was like full time for in 24. Just because I took the job because I wanted rings. I'm very jewelry motivated here. So a lot of emotions were going on then.
Yeah, for sure. That was a special game. It was a special day for sure. I mean, just getting back to that point, it certainly is remarkable. And we've talked about that on the show quite a bit.
Yeah. Did you grow up playing sports?
Yeah, I played basketball, football, baseball, ran track all through high school. Obviously, I'm a little small to make the jump to college. So made that business decision not to go D3 or at least try and just try and work instead.
If you had to pick one, I sometimes ask this question. It's fun.
Oh, yes.
If you got to pick one sport to play here at Ferris, like you can, like you're going to be a star at it. Like, which sport would you pick?
Oh, and I'm going to be a star?
Yeah, like you're everything, like all the realistic things aside, like you're going to get on, you're going to play, you're going to be the star. Which one? And it doesn't matter if it's like a female or male sport, like any sport you can just be good at.
Volleyball will be fun. I'm not going to lie.
Hey.
I'll give you that. But I'd probably choose basketball. If I could average 30, that'd be pretty fun.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure basketball would love to have a 30-point scorer as well. So
yeah, sadly, that's not me, just the hypothetical.
For another life.
Yeah. What are you enjoying the off time? I know, especially in the summer, golf outings. I know we've golfed together, but what's some of the other things you do to kick back away from the job?
Yeah, so I'm from here. So we have like a cabin just like on the Muskegon River. I try to get out there as much as possible, get out on the boat, go kayaking, fishing, obviously golfing, have a membership at Khaki. I'll try and be there every day if possible. But just enjoying the sun, being outdoors.
Yeah, for sure. And you're from Morley, right?
Stanwood.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Okay, I know. There's a little division in that line, isn't there?
It's Morley, Stanwood. We're separate but equal.
That's fair.
Different.
That's fair. Which is funny because Sarah Higley as well works in the same department, also from Morley Stanwood.
Yeah, I needle her a little bit about being from Morley sometimes just to get on her nerves.
Yeah. So you got the rivalry there a little bit.
Yeah.
So working in a place that you've grown up so much, right, in this area, I mean, Morley and Stanwood, I mean, regardless where you stand on the fence, I guess. How does that make you feel being able to grow professionally in a place that you care about in this general greater Big Rapids area?
Oh, it's amazing. I know every place here. I know where everything is. I know most of the locals and obviously my family's here. So being able to work here and do something I love while also being around the people I love is amazing.
For sure.
What's like your favorite like thing about working here, or something that like because you're in the building, you get to see all these different like inside scoop of like all the athletes' lives that like people don't necessarily get to see. Like what's something that's like fun or interesting or something you didn't expect now that you're like intertwined with everyone?
Yeah, I love just being able to walk down the hallway and have like 15 different conversations every day because I just keep seeing people I know and they're like, guess what we did last night? I'm like, oh God, what do we got today? What's in store? So being able to like walk across the building, take a half hour is amazing.
Yeah, I resonate with that. Definitely. I mean, even just now I was outside and I had like 2 conversations.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's so cool. And is there as much video gaming going on that we've heard on the podcast? Have you heard the same thing?
Oh, what are we talking about?
I mean, anything at this point.
We'll be in meetings talking about academics and they'll ask if I want to get on COD with them that night.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Is there a particular sport that you enjoy watching the most? Obviously, a lot of them are successful, and you mentioned you wanted to play basketball, but is there a change as far as the sport that you maybe enjoy watching, or maybe a sport that you enjoy watching now more that you're working within athletics than you would have previously?
Honestly, no. I like the energy of all the sports. Like at volleyball, when you guys get a reverse sweep, the energy in that arena is amazing. Basketball, when there's like a big three and the whole crowd stands up, especially like when the whole football team is there. I just like being at the games that like are close, have that energy. Not like any sport in particular though.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have any like goals for the future of athletics? Like any like projects you want to, ones that you can talk about, I guess. But do you have any like projects or things you want to work on or hope to like add into the complex to make it better?
Yeah, so I want to grow our dogs program, which is that student athlete development thing with like the freshmen, sophomore, junior, seniors I was talking about earlier. I want to grow that to be more like intertwined with what like student athletes want and what we also need to teach them. So like if we had to add like some cooking classes or something that seems like a little bit more fun, more engaging for them, that's what I kind of want to move into.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's super cool. If you had any advice to give somebody that might be, in high school or in early years, might be watching this and saying, hey, like, compliance, working in sports, it sounds like a cool thing. What would you recommend to them as far as some insight that you've learned on your journey so far?
Internships, like part-time jobs, whatever it may be, is the way to go before, are full-time and this is your job for the next 2 years. Get like a deep dive, especially at like Ferris, if you do an internship here, you can wear as many hats as you want. Like I was doing development stuff as I was working operations and I was making graphics and getting to decide what I wanted to do. Even though I know I wanted to work in sport, I didn't know like what exact area I wanted to be. So being able to like work through all that was amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Try a lot of different things.
Yeah.
I'm just burning to know about what things to like look forward for the dog show. I know I was asking with the cameras off.
Oh boy.
I know we can't talk about the special guest, but is there any other things that we could look forward to make us excited about it?
It should be fun. We got 2 really fun hosts that are going to make a video. It should be a great time. We'll have some games, hopefully some great food, and then can't talk about that special guest.
Oh, we're dying to know. Come on, break the news right now.
No, you got to be there to learn it.
All right, fine. What are the details as well for some of the athletes that might be and they already lost the date? Where is it and when?
So it's going to be April 21st. I believe from 7 to 10 p.m. We're trying to push it back to work with your guys' practices a little bit better. That's going to be in the David Eisler Center. We have all the ballrooms, and then there'll be a food out front, and then just go in, pick any seat you want. And then if you're not like host or doing any of the games, just kind of sit back and enjoy the show.
Wonderful. And obviously more details will come out as we go along. But
of course.
Joey, thank you so much for joining us. Last question before you go. Ask everybody on the show. Here's the big one. What's your favorite thing about being here at Ferris State, being a Bulldog?
I love the culture here at Ferris. Obviously, the winning across all of our programs is amazing to be a part of, but just how tight-knit everybody is across programs. Like you see football players talking to women's basketball players, which just doesn't seem like something that you would see every day. But just the culture that we have here, everybody wants to talk to each other. Everybody knows each other and we're all friends. And I love that.
Absolutely. Well, Joey, thank you so much for stopping by the show. And we'll see you around the complex for some more conversations.
Thank you so much for having me.
Big thanks to Joey for joining us here on the show. Glad to hear from, of course, our staff members behind the scenes. And it's a pleasure not to only have a staff member, but a great friend of both of ours and Joey. And a lot of people had no idea what Joey did and now are very grateful for all the work that he does for all of our student athletes.
Yeah, I mean, even me, I didn't even know what the fullest extent of his, tasks are. But I mean, I see him around all the time and he's just such a positive presence. And I think, people could agree with me on that. So I'm just glad that we finally got him on because I know we've wanted him to for a while. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning about him like we did.
100%. Let's get into the Ferris State Sports Slate. What's upcoming? We'll start on Friday, April 3rd. Stunt will be competing in Springfield in the GLVC Championship. So good luck to Ferris State Cheer and Stunt. Track and field will be in East Lansing and the Spartan Invite. So good luck to our track teams. Women's and men's tennis will be at home against Michigan Tech. The Huskies from Houghton, 10 a.m. for women's, 2 p.m. for men's. Softball will also be at Roosevelt, 2 p.m. game 1. And then game 2 will be immediately following sometime around 4 o'clock on that Friday, April 3rd. Saturday, April 4th, stunt will continue on. The bracket is also online, so you can find that ferrisstatebulldogs.com if you want the whole bracket as far as when they will compete, who they'll compete against. Softball will also be in Kenosha to face the Rangers of Wisconsin Parkside, 1 o'clock, and then potentially 3 o'clock for game 2. So you can look online for that. Sunday, April 5th, men's golf will be in Noblesville, Indiana at the Ken Partridge Intercollegiate Invitational. So good luck to them. They'll also continue on the 6th when women's golf will start at the NC4K in Ohio. So they'll be in tournament action on Monday and Tuesday of next week. So there you go.
The Bulldogs are everywhere.
Everywhere but here. Except for tennis. Tennis is home. So head on down to the Racket Center. Support them tomorrow. They're playing really well, and they deserve all the support.
Yeah, I'm going to emphasize that. I think, especially since they're kind of down the road, I feel like people kind of forget about their games just because it's not like in this building. So make sure you guys go and watch. Very entertaining, and they're doing great right now. So
they are doing great right now. This is an exclamation point. The Disney Channel, like you can insert the phrase here. Exclamation points. Be there. They're going to want the support. And we wish all of our teams best of luck. And of course, as we mentioned in the interview as well, dog show is coming up. So all the athletes will be able to support and be able to cheer and success and celebrate all these great things this year. There's a lot of great things to celebrate as well.
Yeah, I think this part of the school year is fun, maybe a little sad because it's coming to a close. Not to jump ahead, I know, but it's April. But I mean, there's still lots of good sports games to watch and support, especially from afar. You guys can always keep up online, and we've just got some more exciting things coming, so stay tuned.
For sure. And @behind_Bulldogs on social media as well. You can follow on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. I guess that's it, Tatum.
That's it.
Happy Easter, everybody. We'll talk to you next week here on Behind the Bulldogs. Take care, everybody.